Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, B-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, and I'm back doing the book. Oh, I got some good stuff coming for you now. It feel like I'm in February doing Black History Week because this is all to me our history and Black history. Only time we get to give it is in February. No, I'll give it Black history all year round. So I'm having fun. Let's go. It should be a good lesson today. Let's rock. Still talking about the thievery, the white supremacy started back in Greeks. All right. Now, rightism, 25 would live by storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will not do. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my be true. I'm breaking down to you how the Greeks stole and did everything they could. Talking about they borrowed the commission knowledge and they no. We went through all that. Now let's talk about the theft continues. All right. Stolen legacy number 5. Enslavement of the black man, no recognition of his skill and talent, and then to continue it to this day in the music industry. Let's talk about that. That guy Elvis Presley. Talk about him now. All y'all kings of rock and roll or whatever y'all call him. Okay, so let's go. Now, during the period of enslavement in America, hundreds, if not thousands, of inventions that were created by the black man were never acknowledged. Why? Because the rights of enslaved people didn't count, or the capacity for intellectual thought were ignored. I get a little upset about that part when I get calm myself down. Remember, these are the people who supposed to be civilization starters, supposed to be intellectual people, but they enslaved a group of people, stole all their knowledge and intelligence, and in the years since what? The emancipation, the freedom of the black people, hundreds of inventions or improvements on existing inventions to this day were made by black Americans, African Americans. But again, back to what? The creative contributions were never recognized. Until when? It wasn't until the late 60s. Now, I'm in the game now, okay? Now, in the late 60s, stuff started changing a little bit. We had the civil rights movement, we had black history, we had black people becoming conscious. We started being black and I'm proud. Remember that movement? Yeah, I was coming around there, so I started seeing it. I didn't see a problem with my people. We was dressing nice. We would treat each other respectfully. I'm in the hood with the culture. The village raised each other. Everybody knew each other. We all got along. I remember them days. Okay, I don't remember interacting with white people until I got 17 years old and went off to college. In my hood, there ain't no white people around there. Maybe cops every now and then, but not white people. So that was in the 60s. I'll come up that era. All right. So, and then in the 70s, it started open up. But for the late 60s, that student demand for what? Black studies, black information, black history, black knowledge of us, black people outside of being slaves. I went to ancient Egypt to the source. I got the goods. I know I got the goods. I don't care what you think, feel, conceive. I know what I got. I know it's good. Why? It's from us. It's ours. And the white man ain't got nothing to do with this. Everything I'm telling you now, when the white man got involved, all hell broke loose for us. Everywhere the white man went, all hell broke loose for the people he encountered. It's been that way a long time. That's my point. I'm gonna kick you up to the modern times right now. Watch this. So the studies, they forced to have the studies. The school system had to implement some kind of black information by beginning teaching the forgotten. Okay, not forgotten. Just put aside. Just ignore it. Just I ain't gonna talk about that. Really. We're gonna tell his story. We're gonna tell our story. We're gonna tell the real story. We're gonna just tell you what we want you to know. So that history of American Africans, and then the revelations of numerous historical accomplishments begin to surface. Oh, really? Hold on, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, and all our skills were not recognized, but it wasn't until the 60s that the students demanded to get the information. Now, all our accomplishments came to the surface. This information had existed all the time. Okay, but it was only brought to light when the students demanded the inclusion into the existing curriculum. We wanted to know about us. So they said, okay, we give you February Black History Month. We teach you about Black history in February. Just gonna get that out the way. That was the mindset. Give them a month. Yeah, they make appease them. Just shut them up. Okay. So they Black History Month. You can learn about. So now when February run out, we go back to what? Right history. We just will say Black history because it ain't February. That made no sense to me ever. But a more vivid example, a more real example, I'm just more up to date one. This would annoy me right here is the example of the denial of the Black African American origins of what the influence upon American culture can be found in the history of what white America music. Let's talk. Let's take for example the manipulation of the history and the image of who? Your favorite king of swerve, Elvis Presley. 15 years after his death, Elvis Presley was still proclaimed as what? The king of rock and roll. Little Richard turning in grades right about now. This guy, Elvis Presley, everybody just loved him. Let's do a little background. Let's do a little history on this guy, okay? To show you how they manipulate. Watch this. And recently, the public was allowed for the first time to actually vote on a stamp designed to determine which image of Elvis they wanted to appear on the 29-cent stamp, commemorative stamp. He reached that level, he got his own stamp. Yeah, yeah. But the options were a young black slick-haired Presley or an image of a more mature rhinestone encrusted one. You remember this? This guy right here? That's the stamp, okay? And that's you can see which one they went with. The slick head, young slick head, not the old. No, they wanted the slick head, goosey guy. Watch this. So now on June 4th, 1992, relevance at 6:30 a.m., 6:36 a.m. to be exact, before a live television audience, the United States Postal Service ended a $300,000 promotional campaign and announced that the youthful Elvis wins the stamp vote in the landslide. Why is this nation fascinated by the image of an overrated, overweight, drug addicted white man? And everybody knows that. But it's okay. Hell, we know that this clown we got in the presidency is a criminal, a liar, and a cheat. That just stopped that. So let's talk about Elvis. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing. Now, this is a while ago. We're still in the same concept. And it is because too many, what you call diehard fans of Elvis Presley, was their first introduction to what they call sexually liberated form of music and dance, which for years had been associated with the black African Americans and considered taboo. You know what they called it? Watch this. In the 1950s, white America attempted to prevent their white youth from listening to Negro black music, which was commonly referred to in that entertainment industry at that time in the 50s. You ready for this one? Jungle music. Because the image of Africa, they always showed you with Tarzan, he's swinging from trees. But we all up in there running around half naked with aprons around and long cloths on and praising him, scared to death for him. But we ain't got nothing. We got bones in our nose. That was the image. So everything they think about us is jungle. See the mentality? I've been doing this for a little while. And that's the mindset. And that was their mindset for a long time. Okay? But jungle music, it was believed that these rhythms led to what? Sexual promiscuity, and music executive white people were not willing to or allow an entertainer, a black African of descent, to capture the hearts and the minds of millions of white teenage girls. They wasn't going to have a bunch of white girls swooning for some black man. Ain't happening. Wasn't going down like that. They wasn't happening, so they had to what? Create their own. Dun 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 dun. In steps Mr. Presley. Watch this. This is now the consequences that Elvis Presley was created. What do you mean created? Pay attention. You might learn something. I'm here to teach, not to preach and nonsense. I'm teaching. According to the article in July 27, 1992 issue of People's Magazine, Elvis was influenced by the butt-shaking, booty-kicking sound of the black radio station that played B.B. King. Remember Lucille? Howlin' Wolf. Now y'all don't know about him. A little further back. But he loved the sound around him and pressed them into what? A compound that no one had heard before, so they claim. Rock and roll. Slow down, Little Richard owns that title. You get that from me. This guy by the name of Sam Phillips. I grew up with a kid named Sam Phillips, but I know it ain't him. All right, but the man who credited with discovering Presley copied the style of a little-known African American entertainer by the name of Otis Blackwell. Anybody who don't believe, Google him. Okay, watch this. Phillips paid Blackwell to record several songs, which what he had Elvis Presley then duplicate them note for note and inflection for inflection, meaning the wiggle, the movement. He tried to move like a black man. They turned him into a black man, okay? Watermelon Man. He's a white man, but they're going to put him in black concept. That's what they were doing when they created Elvis Presley. Was taught how to dance like a soul brother. This was going on in the 50s. All right, this is real stuff here. All right, and the rest is what they say, music history. He got that from us. Again, another theft. That's my point, to show you how the white man stole. They stole our gods. They stole our religion. They stole everything, even our mannerisms. Feel me? I'm a little annoyed. Let me calm down. But Elvis Presley was nothing but an imitator who was influenced by a musical genre which originated within the African American community, aka black people. Otis Blackwell was the author of such Elvis Presley's hits. You ready? All Sugar, look, I'm all sugar. He got that from Otis. Don't Be Cruel. He got that from Otis. And Return to Sender. Got that. He also wrote Great Balls of Fire. Remember that from Jerry Lee Lewis, who was the signature song for Jerry Lee Lewis? Elvis Presley's signature song. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Know he got that from? That originated, performed by the blues singer Big Mama Thornton, a female. Okay? Elvis' appreciation for the African Americans, watch this, and their musical contributions was expressed in his statement from him personally. You ready for this? All niggas can do for me is shine my shoes and buy my records. Right then, they should have shut him down. They didn't. They didn't get away. But they exposed who he really was. That said a lot about him right there. You love the music. You love the sound to where you mimic it, but all we can do for you is shine your shoes and buy your records. Really, that's what you think. See? That's how they do. And I say they, meaning white people. Okay? Black people do it too when they act white. But wrong is wrong, bad is bad. I don't give a damn what color you are. And some things we do is just wrong. It ain't about the color. Okay, come on, it's about the individual. So we talk about how they stole and create their own concept. Why? For the fear of what? Having a black person admired by white people. So they stopped that. Rolling Stone magazine, the Bible of that day, the popular music publication, traced the history of rock and roll back to Negro spirituals, gospels, the blues and R&B. My man said, what's the blues? He said, the blues ain't nothing but a good man feeling bad. And he told a story about what made him feel bad. And uses what? It's a woman who broke his heart. We all got a story. Everybody got the blues. Okay, come on, man. But we had it at the level where it was ours. It was how we expressed ourselves. Poetry, blues, R&B, blues. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Yeah, all that stuff we sung about because that's what we was doing. That's how life was going. We sung. The music was life. Got the blues, you catch your head, you sing, So the question must be asked, how did Elvis Presley become the king of a musical form that he did not create? Moving on. Like others, okay, I said I got a little bit more time. Like others, before and after him, we got other white guys, Benny Goodman, King of Swing. Count Basie might have something to say about that. Cab Calloway might have something to say about that. Okay, we got some heavy hitters who, because you white and you can play a little music, you got a little jazz, but that doesn't make you the king. B.B. King might have something to say about that. Okay, but now we got white groups, New Kids on the Block. But we've been putting young black kids out since forever. Elvis Presley was the beneficiary of what? The racist system in the music industry, which continues to deny black African people their proper place in music history. To this day, hip-hop, 50 years now. I ain't going there. It ain't what it used to be. I used to be a hip-hopper. I didn't outgrow hip-hop. Hip-hop just went the wrong way. It used to be conscientious music, rapping with a reason and purpose, a message there. I don't get the message now. So I'm moving on. I ain't got time. But yeah, they took that too. As soon as we get it, they're going to take it and what? Benefit from it. And we end up with nothing. They just built the hip-hop museum. Moving on. But it has been written that history, what? Repeats itself if what? The people don't learn from it. That makes some changes. Got to make some change or they make the same old. I'm complaining about my history that I learned and fully understand. We do the same shit. And it often casts a shadow on what? Future events. If you didn't learn from your past, you just set the future up for what? To repeat the same old. Now, in many respects, our history of music mirrors the history of our world. White supremacy, racism, every avenue, every venue that we deal with in white America, they got control and manipulate every part of it. In both instances, the people who have created the myth of the Greeks' origins of civilization, they are the same people who are now today tell us that Elvis Presley is the king. They're the same people that said Elvis the king of rock and roll. Those who are conscious, and a lot of us, of the destructions or the distortions of our history, I'm trying to help us out with that. Why? Because he telling us his story. I'm giving you history from what it is. And he don't look good in that vein. So he don't tell it that way. He tell it from his perspective where he looks good. Okay. If you can make being a slave owner and doing what you do to people look good, I can't wait to see how you pull that off. Oh, give them religion. Moving on. I got you. Moving on. But when your distortions of history will seek the truth, we're in the information age now. Oh, the truth is coming out. That lies the problem. And the truth themselves, and they will see the world totally different. Why? It ain't what they telling you. It ain't what they God. That's why. Let me wrap it up and take it home. I'm here. Those who are responsible for perpetuating the lies, aka the myths, will continue to put just enough spin and distraction on the truth to what? Cloud the issues. Right now, we're in the information age, right? We're getting the truth. You know what they're doing? They bombard you with truth and lies. So you got to be what? Discernible enough to recognize what? The truth from the lie. They no longer hiding the truth. No, they just going to give you everything. So for those who still don't recognize the truth, it will make a difference to them that the truth is right in front of their face. Or being told to them and they didn't recognize it. Why? They stuck on the lie, just like they like it. What? And by doing this, the truth is clouded, and the people, the issues of keeping what? The unsuspected, ignorant masses ignorant. I keep telling you, they think real less of you as a people. They think you stupid. And the stuff that we do sometimes play into their hands. So who will they say? Well, look what they do. Look what they do. Hope you got the message. I'll be right back. Oh, the next lesson is, we ain't done yet. Okay. Stolen legacies, the Greek conquest of Kemet. Oh, it'll be a nice little lesson there. I'll be right back. Right things. I appreciate you tuning in. And in closing, may you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I've never let my right thinkers who get a good lesson and stolen legacies have passed away. I was very upset with this. When I was learning this 30 years ago, I got that in common so I can teach it and not lose my damn mind. So I'll be right back.